Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss the classification of anti-thyroid drugs, and I'm going to show you in this picture where and on which location each of the anti-thyroid drug acts. So we know this process of thyroid synthesis, thyroid hormone synthesis, and if you haven't already seen this video, you can watch this video once so that you know what is the process of thyroid hormone synthesis. Now, if we look at the first group of drugs, the first group of drugs will inhibit iodine trapping. The first step of thyroid hormone synthesis is iodide trapping, and this first group of drugs are the ones which inhibit iodide trapping, and those drugs are perchlorates and thiocyanates. So perchlorates and thiocyanates will inhibit the sodium iodine symporter, and they will inhibit the process of iodide trapping. The second group of drugs inhibit the hormone synthesis, thyroid hormone synthesis in general. So those drugs will be propylthiouracil, methimazole and carbimazole. These three drugs will inhibit thyroid hormone synthesis. As a whole, the entire process of thyroid hormone synthesis will be inhibited by these drugs. The next group of drugs will inhibit the release of thyroid hormones. So we know the thyroid hormones are released into circulation after they are formed. The third group of drugs which inhibit hormone release, thyroid hormone release, are iodine and iodides of sodium and potassium. These are the drugs which inhibit release of the thyroid hormones into the blood. The fourth group of drugs are drugs which destroy the thyroid tissue. So if thyroid tissue is destroyed, there will be no formation of thyroid hormones. So that is how these drugs act, and there's only one drug over here, radioactive iodine or I-131. That is the isotope which is responsible for destruction of thyroid tissue and thereby decreasing thyroid hormone production. Finally, we have one last group of drug which inhibits peripheral conversion. So what is peripheral conversion? Peripheral conversion is conversion of the T4 hormone to T3. T3 is the metabolically active form. It is more active than T4. This process, this peripheral conversion in the blood from T4 to T3 is mediated by the enzyme 5-deiodinase. This is the enzyme that catalyzes this peripheral conversion. This process is inhibited by these drugs, propylthiouracil, beta blockers and steroids. These are the drugs which will inhibit peripheral conversion of T4 to T3, hence reducing levels of T3 in the blood or the levels of active thyroid hormone in the blood. So if we revise once more, the first group of drugs will inhibit iodide trapping, perchlorates and thiocyanates. Second, they will inhibit hormone synthesis in general. So they are propylthiouracil, methimazole and carbimazole. Third group will inhibit release of thyroid hormones like iodine and iodides. We have radioactive iodine which destroys thyroid tissue. And finally, we have drugs which inhibit peripheral conversion, propylthiouracil, beta blockers and steroids.